Welcome to the discussion. We're diving into a topic that's as mysterious as it is alarming: UFO activity near our nuclear and military installations.
Yeah, it's wild. Instances dating back decades, right?
Absolutely. These UFO sightings have been reported at some of the most secure locations like nuclear power plants and missile silos. And think about it. These are places
Mm.
with, our planet's most sensitive technologies.
And the fact that it's not just isolated incidents, these have been documented even officially by agencies like the ARO.
Exactly. The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office has acknowledged 18 reports from the Nuclear Regulatory Commission involving um, unidentified aerial phenomena near nuclear sites. And these span
Yep.
multiple decades and different geographic regions.
Right. So it's not like a one time event, it's like a sustained and deliberate pattern.
Yes, it almost seems as if these craft are taking a keen interest in our nuclear capabilities. It's like they might be performing surveillance or even
Yeah.
testing our defenses. I mean, what does that say about their potential objectives?
That's a compelling point. Could it be monitoring for safety issues? Or is it a demonstration of superiority?
There are several theories, really. Some argue these encounters might be surveillance to assess our destructive capabilities. Others hint at more direct interference, as in the infamous Malmstrom incident where 10 Minuteman missiles suddenly went offline while a UFO
Mm.
hovered overhead. That incident is incredibly chilling.
Yeah, that case is almost cinematic. Nuclear missiles rendered inoperable, right?
Yeah, exactly. During the Malmstrom incident, eyewitnesses reported glowing objects, and then these fully operational missiles just went offline for hours. It suggests an interference capability that's, well, far beyond our
Right.
current technology, and it raises huge concerns about national security.
Not to mention the credibility of the witnesses, particularly Captain Robert Salas, who was on duty during that event.
Hmm. Salas is a heavyweight in this discussion. His testimony, backed by multiple polygraph tests and his impeccable military record, makes it really hard to just dismiss these occurrences as mere coincidences or
Yeah.
misinterpretations.
It's interesting, though. Some skeptics argue that these could be the result of psychological stress or even misidentifications. What do you think about that?
I get that concern, but in many of these cases, there were multiple witnesses, radar confirmations, and even physical evidence of system interference.
Hmm.
The consistency across decades and different countries makes it hard to chalk up solely to stress or misinterpretation.
True. And it's not just the United States either. Similar accounts have come from the Soviet era, like that incident near Saratov in 1982, where missiles nearly went off without, proper authorization.
Yes, that's a crucial point. The Soviet accounts, along with reports from diverse countries like the United Kingdom, France, China, and even from civilian nuclear sites, underline that there's a global pattern.
Right. Speaking of the global angle, it's fascinating that NATO allies and other nuclear powers have also observed these phenomena, some even close to nuclear testing sites and power plants.
Yeah, the pattern extends to civilian nuclear facilities too. Places like Japan's Fukushima before its disaster, and even uranium mining operations. It seems like these objects are attracted to nuclear activity in all its forms.
Hmm. That makes you wonder, why specifically nuclear sites? Is it the inherent energy, the technology, or maybe something symbolic?
That's the million-dollar question. Some researchers think it's about surveillance. Maybe a non human intelligence is monitoring us out of self preservation or as a warning. Others see it as a demonstration of technological capability, almost like a show of
Yeah.
force. It's like they're saying, look at what we can do without attacking outright.
I mean, if they were hostile, wouldn't we see more aggressive actions rather than just, say, disabling systems temporarily or hovering around?
Right, it's largely non aggressive, more of an observation or interference. This contrasts with direct attacks, which have not been documented, um, aside from the system interferences. It's a peculiar mix of
Hmm.
caution and curiosity, huh?
It definitely is. And then there's the whole aspect of the government and military response. Historically, they were all about denial and ridicule, but that's been shifting lately with official acknowledgments.
Yes, government stances have evolved, from outright dismissal to now admitting there are credible incidents involving restricted airspace violations and even
Yeah.
system vulnerabilities. It's almost as if they're forced to play catch up with the reality on the ground, or in the skies, as it were.
What's really striking is that these incursions, according to some reports, have been happening right up to the present day. I mean, there were incidents as recent as 2019 near nuclear aircraft carriers.
Exactly. And that's a big deal. The fact that nuclear facilities, a cornerstone of national security, are being repeatedly breached by unidentified objects means that our conventional defense systems might be fundamentally ill equipped.
Yeah.
It really shakes our confidence in current security paradigms.
And this leads to a broader, almost philosophical question. If our most secure installations can be penetrated, what does it mean for global deterrence and the very notion of mutually assured destruction?
Hmm. That's a profound concern. Some analysts are suggesting that such breaches might force us to rethink everything from national sovereignty to international cooperation on security.
Right.
It somewhat undermines the idea that military superiority is foolproof.
Yep. It could literally change the geopolitical landscape. But I've got to ask, do you think that might be overblowing things a bit? I mean, could there be, you know, alternative explanations like advanced human technologies or even natural phenomena?
That's a fair challenge. There are conventional theories, advanced foreign reconnaissance tech, secret domestic programs, even natural plasma phenomena. But many incidents, especially those with multiple reliable witnesses and corroborated radar data, defy these
Mm.
explanations. They point to capabilities that are almost otherworldly.
Right, especially considering incidents where there was, an instant acceleration from a hover to hypersonic speeds. That just isn't something we observe with our current tech.
Exactly. Witness accounts mention impossible maneuvers like right angle turns at incredible speeds and electronic interference, things that are, well, way beyond our known physics in aerospace tech.
Yes. And then there are the whistleblower claims, like David Grush and others who've hinted at uh, recovered craft of non human origin near nuclear facilities. How do you see that fitting into the picture?
It adds another layer, for sure. While those claims are still contested and not fully verified, they align with the documented patterns we've been discussing. They hint at um, a deep seated connection between these phenomena and our nuclear
Mm.
technologies.
It's like we're only scratching the surface here. And something that really caught my attention was the idea of an observation pattern. These UFOs tend to not attack directly, but just, observe.
Yes, observation predominates. Most of these incidents show that these craft take a non aggressive stance, hovering, performing maneuvers, and even interfering with systems without causing physical
Right.
destruction. It's as if they're sending a message without firing a shot.
Exactly. Maybe they're testing our systems or gauging our technological defenses before any potential escalation.
That might be the case. And consider the possibility that even if these acts are not overtly hostile, they seriously challenge our security frameworks. If even the most fortified zones can be entered, then our deterrent strategies, which rely largely on the inviolability of these installations, might need a rethink.
Yes. It would require a pretty fundamental shift in our defense planning. And what about the scientific community? It seems there's still a lot of taboo around researching these phenomena, isn't it?
Definitely. Researchers face severe funding limitations, data quality issues, and even career risks when delving into this subject. The lack of comprehensive scientific inquiry leaves us with an information vacuum, fueling both speculation and
Mm.
frustration.
And that lack of mainstream scientific engagement might inadvertently allow more fringe theories to take hold.
Exactly, which is why some are now advocating for more open, rigorous academic research. With improved sensor technologies and transparent international cooperation, we might finally begin to understand the true nature of these phenomena.
Yes. And it's not just about scientific curiosity, it's about national and global security. If these objects really can cause interference with nuclear systems, we're looking at an existential challenge for modern defense policies.
Right. And this could lead to international measures such as unified monitoring systems, enhanced detection networks, and even diplomatic protocols specifically for managing these encounters.
Hmm. It's like we're standing on the edge of a new paradigm in both security and science.
Absolutely. The UFO and nuclear connection forces us to re examine our assumptions about technological inferiority. It's not just about what we know, but also about what we have yet to discover, or perhaps what's been unknown all along.
Yes. In essence, the conversation challenges not only our scientific boundaries, but also our geopolitical stability and security doctrines.
Exactly. And as we move forward, a more balanced approach combining rigorous research, international cooperation, and an open mind might be our best path toward understanding these persistent and provocative anomalies.
It really seems like a call to action for both scientists and policymakers alike. Thanks for unpacking this with me. It's been a fascinating journey through some truly uncharted territories.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure exploring these mysteries together. Until next time, let's keep questioning and looking beyond the conventional.